trains off the rails. And in sport, Taylor Ralph races in the UK.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Shana Rogers.
Welcome to Southwest Local News. This is what is making and breaking news this Monday. It was a sight to behold as a convoy of trucks rolled into Camperdown on Saturday evening. The convoy of 40 trucks were a part of the Need for Feed Australia fleet of volunteers, with the trucks loaded with more than $500,000 of hay. The donated hay had made the journey from as far as northern New South Wales. The hay will be distributed to southwest farmers who are struggling for feed due to the drought conditions. Good news for Warrnambool with another major retail chain coming to town. Sydney Tools has started advertising online for staff for its Warrnambool store. Predictions have the store set to be located in the city's east. The arrival of the new store will provide a welcome boost to the Warrnambool business community. It was a weekend to forget for lovers of train travel. All V-Line train services from Warrnambool and Melbourne and back again were replaced with buses. The changes were made due to maintenance and infrastructure works. The timing of the changes were not ideal for many young families as they coincided with a weekend in the middle of the school holidays. Western Victoria MP Bev McArthur's petition to maintain the Victorian Fisheries Authority workforce has gained close to 10,000 signatures. The petition is addressed to the Legislative Council and asks for the planned cutting of 35 jobs to not happen. While staffing numbers will not be impacted in the Colac-Otway coastal region, the petition has attracted lots of support from this area. Colac and District is a part of Miss McArthur's taxpayer catchment. Sheepvention will be without ram sales for the second year in a row. The Sheepvention Committee has made a call due to declining interest. The last sale in 2023 included over $200,000 in sales, with 88% of sheep on show sold. The 2-year hiatus of the ram sale is a significant break with tradition, with the sale first held in 1979. Sheepvention will be held on August the 3rd to the 4th. The Koroit Show has won the state's Best Innovation Award in the Small Show category. This award was a result of the show committee diversifying in 2025 to hold a field day in February. Koroit also won the Best Marketing Campaign for a Small Show. The Noorat Show has scored a podium finish, chosen as runner-up in the People's Choice for their favourite show. The Whittlesea Show was the winner, finishing with just 15 votes ahead of Noorat. The awards were presented at the Victorian Agricultural Shows Convention. The Koroit Theatre came to life on Saturday night for a screening of the hit film Just a Farmer. The community turned up in good numbers to the event and was treated to not only the film but also a good old-fashioned country supper. They also got to hear from Just a Farmer's star and creative force Leela McDougall, who spoke after the movie. The night was put on by the Koroit CFA in partnership with the Koroit CWA, Koroit Irish Festival, Koroit Lions Club and the Let's Talk Foundation, while business in town donated for a bumper raffle. The night was a show of support for Southwest farmers battling the drought.
Well, the community screenings are where we have the biggest impact, like bringing everyone together and watching the film together so they have that experience together, and then the conversations that come afterward are really, really important, and then the conversations they have afterwards. And it's just good for me to come because people have questions. I like seeing the impact the film's having, and yeah, it's important to prove that little towns are important as well. A lot of films go on a rural tour, and that's like Newcastle, Geelong, Ballarat. That's not really regional and rural.
A man who helps promote agricultural produce was a special guest in Woolsthorpe on Sunday. Former AFL star Sam Kekovich was the guest speaker at a free farmers event at the Union Hotel. Kekovich spoke about his admiration for farmers and his pride in being the face of the Australian Lamb campaign. The day included children's activities and live music. The Let's Talk Foundation was also there with its representative Kelly Marson, happy with the day's impact.
It's a bit cold, but inside it's nice and warm, and there's quite a few people in there, and Sam's having a chat to everyone. But it's really about this day is bringing people together to have something to eat and check in on each other as everyone's going through a tough time. Yeah.
Ralph's Bridge remains closed as it has been since mid-2023 despite calls to have it reopened. The bridge is part of the Great Southwest Walk in Cobbabony Forest in Portland. It was closed when a tree fell across it, and member for Great South Coast Roma Britnell is furious the bridge is still not open. Ms Britnell said it took Parks Victoria 7 months to get the tree moved, and the wait is still on to have the bridge fixed. This is despite offers from volunteers to fix the bridge themselves.
Here we are 18 months later, after an engineer's assessed the site and promised a report, after finally a year they had an insurance claim lodged. A year later, imagine waiting for a year to get your car back if you lodged your insurance claim a year later. I mean, it's just berserk. And this is the government's insurance organisation. So here we have all these volunteers who built this 40 years ago, still waiting for an answer 19 months later to fix a footbridge.
Diabetes Week has begun, and it is hoped that the focus on the chronic condition will help those living with it and those looking to prevent it. Diabetes Victoria is using the week to encourage people to schedule a health check and see if they have any risk factors. The week is also a reminder to those with diabetes to be proactive in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Warrnambool diabetes educator Anne Morris has worked in the field for close to 50 years and has seen great advancements.
Years ago, people were already getting the complications of diabetes because of the delayed diagnosis and the fact that their diabetes drifted, and there weren't the technologies available. Even the advent of blood glucose monitors, which happened in this country by a guy called Stan Clark years ago, and it was a big meter which you had to warm up for 10 minutes, and the blood test took a minute, and oh my goodness, it was very protracted.
For the full feature interview with Anne Morris, go to our Facebook page or the Fitzmedia Live app. Warrnambool lived up to its reputation as a whale wonderland on the weekend. On Saturday, Logan's Beach was the place to be keen for whale watchers. Those lucky enough to be there witnessed whales leaping into the air. The timing was perfect given it is school holidays and should attract more visitors to the city to witness these giant mammals at play. That's all in general news, and after the break we'll go through sport and weather. Back shortly.
If you're buying or selling a home, Gleeson Real Estate are here to help. The hard-working team at Gleeson are happy to support you right through the buying and selling process. Gleeson Real Estate, friendly faces, expert local knowledge.
If it's time to add a little magic to your flooring and windows, our online catalogue is full of great ideas at great prices. There's magic in a Solomon's floor.
Yes, Grace, and there's magic in a Solomon's store.
SHB Lending's Tony White has developed his customer-first approach over 30 years in the banking and finance industry. That experience allows Tony to provide valuable insights to his clients. Tony is passionate about seeing his clients achieve financial success. SHB Lending helps you manage financial arrangements, guiding you through key life moments. If you're thinking finance, it's simple. Think Tony White, SHB Lending.
Matco Hire for all your hire needs. Portable en-suites, generators, toilets, and introducing Matco's new Genie 20-metre boom lift. Matco Hire, everything you need in one location.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
DCM Automotive is your local automotive specialist. Based in central Warrnambool, DCM provide a full range of automotive services, from general servicing through to computer diagnostics and fault finding. DCM do it all. Call Daryl today.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back. First making news in sport. Warrnambool rider Taylor Ralph has fought back to register an impressive result in the latest round of the Women's Circuit Racing World Championship. At Donington Park in the UK, Ralph finished race 2 of the weekend in 7th place. The race included Ralph pulling off 8 passes after being 13th going into the first turn. It was an amazing turnaround from race 1 on the weekend, where mechanical difficulties saw her finish back in the field. Port Fairy footballing expert Oscar Pollock has had a memorable VFL debut. On Saturday, Pollock played his first game for the Geelong VFL team. He was a member of a Cats team that were comfortable winners over GWS. Pollock capped off his day with a snapshot that sailed through for a goal early in the last quarter. South Warrnambool remains on top of the Hampton Open Grade netball ladder after an entertaining match of the day on Saturday. The Roosters led for most of the day against Koroit to win 47-44 on their home court. Warrnambool had a 17-goal win against North Warrnambool Eagles to stay on the same points as the Roosters in second place. Cobden were big winners over Terang Mortlake, lifting the Bombers to within a 1 game of third-placed Koroit. Camperdown defeated Port Fairy by 4 goals to hold on to 5th place, while Portland won by 15 goals over Hamilton Kangaroos. In the football, Cobden caused an upset when it defeated Terang Mortlake by 32 points. Koroit had an important win when it was victorious against South Warrnambool with a comfortable 28-point win. Warrnambool handed North Warrnambool Eagles its second loss of the season, with the Blues winning a thriller by 1 point. In other games, Camperdown defeated Port Fairy and Portland beat Hamilton Kangaroos by 7 goals.
A really gritty 60-minute performance from us, so we're pleased with the 4 points. A lot of work to do, so looking forward to rolling that out across the next 6 weeks. A lot weighing in on this game, so and last time we played them early in the season, we finished with a draw. So nothing had separated us at that point. So it'll be a really great game. So looking forward to seeing how far we've come since we played them last, and also another really good hit out to see who we could potentially play against at some point during the finals.
Boucar shooter Penny Smith has claimed another accolade in her stellar career. Smith is in Italy as part of the Australian team competing in International Shooting Sport Federation Shotgun World Cup. At the location of the competition, Leonardo, there is a wall that honours all shooting Olympic medalists. Smith is the 5th Australian on the wall, thanks to her bronze medal at the 2024 Paris Games. Smith left her mark with a handprint in clay, which was added to the wall. That's all in sport today. A cloudy day with a top of 12, with 5 millimetres falling and light winds throughout most of the day. We are seeing similar conditions for most of the week, but more on that shortly.
Coastline Cut and Core is your only concrete cutting and coring specialist in the southwest. Demolition works, renovation modifications and repairs and maintenance of damaged concrete. Coastline Cut and Core does it all. Contact myself, Harley Higgins, today.
Pepper's Pizza is now open on Liebig Street, Warrnambool, with a fresh new menu. Pepper's has vegetarian, vegan and gluten-free options available, as well as options for new low-carb pizza bases. Pepper's is still serving up all the classics, from pizza through to ribs, chicken wings and a variety of family favourite sides. From their busy commercial kitchen, Pepper's can cater for your next special event. With online ordering now available via their website, ordering couldn't be easier. Pepper's Pizza, open 7 days, 11:30am till late.
We use the Ridley team, make a phone call, I get high quality advice. We tend to have 6 weekly visits from the team where we do a full farm walk and herd health check. They check in on production and the feeding rate. It's something I don't have to worry too much about because I'm always comfortable that they will have it under control. The feed that comes out of Ridley's fully confident every day of the year that it's high quality grain or pellets.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael. Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off a tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since '49.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back to Southwest Local News weather forecast. There is a broad westerly flow expected over the state from today. Now further into the forecast. Heading over to Port Fairy with a top of 14 degrees tomorrow with 5 millimetres and a partly cloudy day. 30-kilometre winds for most of the day. On Wednesday, a top of 15 with 7 millimetres with overnight temperatures dropping to 4. Thursday, showers will be easing, but still 6 millimetres to fall and a partly cloudy day with 30-kilometre winds. Heading over to Mortlake tomorrow, a partly cloudy day with a top of 13 degrees. There is a chance of fog in the morning and in the northwest. 14 on Wednesday with showers and 30-kilometre winds, 5 millimetres on Thursday with a top of 13 degrees. Camperdown tomorrow, a partly cloudy day with northwesterly winds. For Wednesday, a top of 13 with 3 millimetres and a high chance of showers in the evening. 5 millimetres on Thursday with a partly cloudy day and light winds, a top of 13 degrees. In Port Campbell tomorrow, 7 millimetres, about with a partly cloudy day and a top of 13 degrees. Overnight temperatures remaining chilly as low as 4 degrees. Throughout the day on Wednesday, topping at 14 degrees with another 7 millimetres and strong northeasterly winds. Thursday, 8 millimetres and a partly cloudy day, 14. In Warrnambool, a top of 14 tomorrow with 4 millimetres. Wednesday, a top of 15 with 6 millimetres and 30-kilometre winds. Thursday, 6 millimetres and northwesterly winds and a top of 15. Friday looks to be a sunny day, but more on that on Wednesday. That's all making news this Monday night, and it's been a pleasure updating you, and we'll be back on Wednesday. Same place, same time. I'm Shana Rogers with peace. Good night.